We want you to feel the service and almost like you came into a nice hotel where you saw a great butcher.
Yeah, it is denim, and still keeping it fashion forward.
It's sad to say that COVID affected our lives in a good way. I worked for Calvin Klein. I was in their sportswear division. I was in charge of fit for blouses. My job, I had dealt with fit model, and it was very intimate and it was very close. And the fit model would leave us and go to the Gap, and leave the Gap and go to Nordstrom's, or leave there. So the industry all of a sudden looked at the fit model and said, she's a super spreader. You can't do this anymore.
I basically was his competitor, worked for a privately owned company. My position was design and fabric design and research and design. So it got a little crazy and working in the house. So we had to kind of designate areas. He worked in the kitchen, I worked in the living room. It was tight, but we managed through it until we were told that we were officially let go from the company.
We were both furloughed a few days before April 1st, and when I had reached out and told our connections on the other side of the world that I worked with for 20 years, they thought it was an April Fool's joke. How? You're with your company over 20 years. We both understood very quickly, no one was buying the milk, you didn't need the cow. And we were the cow. We were the design and manufacturing process.
In that time, there was fear, there was concern, concern of the next paycheck and where that's coming from.
I was so scared. I had no idea what we were going to do. All the skills that I valued myself so much on mattered nothing anymore.
I tend to get a little antsy. Creative mind, creative hands. Now I have to figure out, what am I doing? I need to do something. I'm driving around the neighborhood, come across a warehouse. It blew my mind. We both are avid riders, and how can we combine our love for motorcycles and kind of make it a career, a new career path? Since COVID, no one's riding the subways at all. Where is everyone putting all these vehicles? And how are they storing them?
And he starts to pitch this idea to me. I couldn't say no. It was so well thought out. Hey, sort of like, a boutique hotel for motorcycles. We both had very good salaries. We were very lucky in the fact that we had always put away in our 401ks. Strangely enough, during COVID, the markets were doing well. I never thought that what we would put away for our retirement would save us. Yeah. And we would call the landlords and say, hey, we're looking to rent your space. And they said, what are you looking to do? And we said, motorcycle parking. And some of them would hang up.
All they saw was motorcycle noise, oil, dirt. So we had to shop this around kind of differently. So we needed to do presentation boards in order for people to actually get it.
And the warehouse was an old fishmonger's warehouse. It was all white. There was nothing here. It smelled like fish. We saw the raw space and we knew we had this beautiful canvas. We could do whatever we want. We had one rule when we were building the garage. You can't repeat material. If you have one leather couch, the next couch can't be leather. If you have aluminum lockers, you can't have aluminum door.
We have people that come from the front just to walk to the back, just to do this. It's an illusion. And this is good wallpaper.
We also have an office area for them. So they have people come in here and they spend their time and they do their WeWork and they have Wi-Fi, but they also have the ability to scan, to fax, to print, to make copies.
This way, once you dismount off of your bike, you're not leaning over to your neighbor, you're not knocking into your neighbor's bike at all, as well as a trickle charger. We provide you with a hanger as well as your own private locker.
That you have 14 cameras, also with facial recognition.
For us, security is paramount. It's something that we want to ensure that our members are going to rest easy at night.
We needed to attract business. This is our growing years, so we lower the price to $250. We, coming from fashion and liking a little bit of drama and knowing the difference of art and light and balance, so that the light bounces off the ceiling and then comes down, and then we have the middle row turned down, so at night, this is like a fashion runway.
Right. We also built the mezzanine behind you.
When we built this,
honestly like a
I
matchbox.
said to the builder, I said, I want nothing in that corner. I want this corner to be my Titanic. This is what I live for, really. This is what I live for. My best friend, my husband, my partner, to take this next step in life. I've been fired 4
He's
times.
been fired 4 times. And here sometimes, and we laugh, and we say that it's 2 o'clock, and I would have been in a fitting, or I would have been doing an approval of fabrics, and just to realize that this is our jobs now, and it is truly a love, and it's just it's real humbling. I have to tell you that to sit here and to look at what we've accomplished, and
What we built.
yeah.
The biggest lesson that I think I learned from COVID was something that Steph called me out on 10 years ago, and I dismissed it. And I said, that's impossible, and I don't see it. And it was complacency. I had gotten complacent. I was very proud of my job and my title, but if that's where I sat till the day I retired, then that was fine.
Yeah.
Every day, we want this to grow. Every day, we will do something more. And again, now we're learning to dream.